Hi, I am here to talk to you about the Forward College. The Forward College is a new higher education institution that aims to redefine what leadership is about and train students into this new leadership. What is this new leadership? Well, we all agree on this in the context of the current economic, social, ecological, and now health challenges. We need to rethink and redefine the very nature of leadership. We all know it will be less and less about exerting power and reaching the top of institutions. Increasingly, leadership should be about engaging people for a shared purpose, cutting across different areas of expertise, social and cultural backgrounds, and institutions. We believe this new leadership requires us to mobilize a broader, full spectrum of human intelligences. Actually, the more global and the more digital the world will become, the more fully human leaders and us all will have to become. By human intelligence, we want to encompass 5 kinds of intelligences. The first one is obviously the cognitive intelligence in the strict sense. This is the intelligence that enables analysis of complex problems, rigorous critical thinking, creative problem solving, and constant intellectual flexibility. It is the kind of intelligence that is highly mobilized in academic settings. But then we have the social intelligence, the interpersonal intelligence. It is hugely important to engage people across different areas of expertise, cultures, and organization. Of course, we have the emotional intelligence or the intrapersonal intelligence to manage one's own balance, to be mindful of others, and tap into the extraordinary potential of emotions for creativity and communication. Practical intelligence to organize decision making within a team, orchestrate effective problem solving, cut through complexity, find solutions to unforeseen situations. And finally, technological intelligence, because technological intelligence is deeply human. It's the ability to understand and harness, of course, the extraordinary potential of technology and being able to leverage it for the common good. So now, how do we nurture all these human intelligences? Well, Forward College aims to integrate the formal learning, the studying, but also the doing, making an impact, and the living, developing your personality into one holistic learning experience. Forward students enroll in an academic bachelor of their own choice within the social sciences, humanities, or in data science. While the content of the syllabus is designed by third-party universities, all the teaching is delivered in-house by our own academic fellows. The morning starts with a very short briefing to give perspective on the students, on their learning goals, on what they are going to see in the morning. Then they work as autonomous learners, individually during 90 minutes with the learning material they have been provided with. After that, they form small groups that we call learning cells of 3 or 4 students, and they collaborate together on what they have learned. Some will explain to others what they've understood and on what others have struggled on. Then it's time for a short self-assessment in order to realize where they are at in terms of mastery of the content. And through this self-assessment that happens online, the academic fellows will gather the level of understanding that the students have achieved by themselves. Which means that when the classroom happens after this, he or she will be able to adapt the content of the small group learning session based on the result of the self-assessments that the students have done. After the studying, the doing, how to make an impact. Well, in parallel of their academic bachelor, students enroll in a bachelor in leadership, business and leadership. And this more innovative business leadership bachelor incorporates 2 broad elements: personal development and project-based learning. The project-based learning gives students the opportunity to engage in a series of group projects along the 3-year program that allow them to leverage their knowledge to find innovative solutions to real-life challenges they have chosen themselves. This is very important for us. There should be a mix between entrepreneurial projects that they have chosen on causes they really care about, but also on partnership projects. During entrepreneurial projects, they choose and define the problem they want to tackle. And this is how they connect their ability to make a difference with their aspirations, their beliefs, their values, their ideals. During partnership projects, they work in collaboration. They are part of something bigger they need to understand and contribute to. It requires a different mindset, and they need both. In year 1, they will work on social impact project. On year 2, they will work on designing a digital solution and implementing it. On year 3, they will work in consulting for business, government, or non-governmental organizations. Along these projects, they will be coached in a very rigorous way through the design thinking approach that we think is most relevant for the future. And they will have weekly challenges that they will have to complete as a team. And at the end of the week, they will receive a feedback session. This is how they will develop their practical intelligence, but also their digital intelligence. The personal development, which is the other aspect of this Bachelor in Business Leadership, will address a specific issue each term, like stress management, understanding and dealing with emotions, making decisions, engaging and influencing others, coping with frustration or failure. During these term modules, they will learn the science behind these issues while training in techniques to improve their social and emotional skills. As an example, during the module in stress management, they will set their expectations with a coach at the start of the term, attend evening conferences to learn what science says about the nature, triggers, and impact of stress, attend master classes by, let's say, a great yogi, and participate, and this is the most important, in the weekly practice sessions that we'll organize in meditation or yoga. And at the end of the term, they will assess their progress with their coach. And this is how they will develop their emotional intelligence. After the studying, after the doing, now the living. These 5 intelligences are also at the core of the community exploration component of our program. Students will work within learning communities and share living and working spaces, dedicated homes where they will live together and learning centers. We believe it is very important to leave your family home, but also important to find one of your own with friends. With their peers, students participate in the exciting experience of exploring a new country each year. Portugal, where they will live in year 1, Paris in year 2, and Amsterdam in year 3. It means they will have to carry out their projects in different cultural environments and interact effectively with different cultures. This is an intense undergraduate program with these 3 studying, doing, and living components. We believe it will make a difference in nurturing all human intelligences, in nurturing a new kind of leadership. But believing is not enough. We are setting up a research team that will constantly evaluate the impact of the program on the 5 human intelligences and the leadership style of our students. This is how we will constantly improve and share our insights with the world. Thank you.